Okay. For example, if I open this page, then how to I start? How to read or how to explain? I need to say something. Introduction, then
First, you will say your topic.
yes. Now this is my. If okay, this is my okay. Thank you, teachers. I hope you will give me high mark. Thank you. I am so glad. I want to be China student to study here. So honor. The Chinese girls are the most beautiful girls of the world. The Chinese teachers are so kind, and they must get very high salary. I will write a letter to Chinese government that please increase the teachers' salary as they are working so hard and teaching so hard. Okay, next one. Now.
Now, in my research paper, I have identified 3 key questions, which I call problem statements. Then we can say that 3 problem statements are insufficient FDI amount. Actually, this is called why, for what reasons you have done this research, because of these 3 questions.
This.
Yeah.
Okay, then how to say it? You can open this page now in my research paper.
In my research paper, I have identified 3 key questions, and based on these questions, I have designed my research paper. The 3 problem statements in my paper are insufficient FDI amount, Mongolians having growing economic dependence on China's economy, and the last one is the sectoral limitation. However, to do this research, you can say, okay, and now I'd like to tell you the objective of my research, to find out these questions, to analyze the influential factor, then
Cooperation. Okay. Research.
questions.
Yeah, how to say this page? My research questions are for.
Back.
This is.
Problem statement.
So this is not the research questions.
But problem statement is research questions actually.
And these are.
These are the okay, and then the research question and after methodology. I see.
Okay. Now how to say about
Okay,
this?
after check literature review. And then
Now how to explain this?
research question is basically
So maybe this is not research questions, so how to explain this?
that's thinking. Problem statement. Maybe you can start with this, like, to analyze the objectives of my research paper, I have designed these statements into questions.
What?
To analyze the objective of my study, I have designed these research questions to find out those problems. Yeah.
Just three.
Three key problems.
Okay, and this
and
is
before this, we can say to analyze all of these objectives, I have identified to find out the objectives. I have designed these questions.
this.
Yeah. Because you see 1, 2, 3, 4, and you make these questions actually.
So this is the research.
This is the objective that you are going to find out. And how you can find out the objective is to first ask the questions that you needed for why you want to do this research. So first you need to identify the problem statement, which you can call research questions actually.
So what's the difference between this and this?
This is the difference because this is elaborate, like this is questions, and that is the summary of these 4 questions. It's not in the form of questions, but in the assertive statement.
So how to say it again?
You can say.
Okay, no, this page, not then this page.
Okay, from this page you can say.
Page 2.
And research questions again. This is the objectives into questions. You can say my entire research paper, my research work is centered around identifying 3 problems.
With my
research
research
paper or research work is centered around identifying 3 problems. You can say the problem statement.
The first
You
one
can
is
write down
insufficient
this,
if
yeah.
amount.
Yeah. You can write down this language. My research work is centered around
is centered
around identifying 3 major problems. Which are number 1, insufficient FDI control.
and next one is
And finally, the limitation in sector-wise limitation.
sectoral limitation. Okay, then now about these objectives of
And to identify, to analyze the key problems, to analyze the key problems,
to
analyze
the key
problems
problems
I have identified the objectives of my study should be
of my study should be
I have identified the objectives of my study should be, colon,
Should be.
punctuation, colon. And then you can say number 1, to analyze the influential factors.
Then number 2 is like right. Number 2. Okay. Then this page finish. Then I no need to explain more.
No, not to. And to analyze the key problems, I have identified the objectives of my study should be, right. Now here I find my major research questions. Now here we see
Now here
we see the main research questions for which my thesis paper is based on.
Now here we see
the main research questions to analyze my research study.
To analyze my
research study.
Study.
Yeah, now then you can say.
Then
here we see the main research questions to analyze my research study. And the first question.
First question is what are
the factors?
Then I will go until this, then after that next page. I need to finish after this, need to say something.
No need. It's okay.
What's the meaning of literature review?
Literature review means someone who has done the things previously. Like why you have, where did you get this kind of idea? Or is there anyone who worked on this field before? So it's like this. So here in this part,
here in this part,
I'm going to highlight some of the theoretical. I'm going to highlight some of the literature review and previous works.
Some of the literature
review and previous works.
And previous works.
Here in this part, I will highlight some of the literature and previous works in this topic.
In this topic.
And then you can say, we all know that about FDI. No, you can say about FDI in Mongolia.
FDI
about FDI in Mongolia.
Mongolia.
We see that there is a recent trend.
We see that
there is a. Then you can say something about here.
We see that there is a researchers focuses. I need to read this or
no, maybe some words, not maybe. Researchers focuses on different aspects concerning FDI. Okay. In this part, I will highlight some of the literature. Previous researchers, or you can say previous research focus on the different aspects.
About FDI in Mongolia.
Yeah, about FDI in Mongolia, previous literature, previous researchers, you can say, focuses on different aspects.
Researchers focuses on then this.
Yeah, different aspects of FDI.
Yeah. And
Some of them have, you can say, some of them work on improving legal environment.
some of them have.
Or some of them emphasize on. Some of them emphasize on improving legal environment. We can. I just copy this and how to provide more. This, just this. You read.
Improving legal environment. How to tell? I read this.
Yeah, you can read this. Yeah.
Until this, right?
Yeah.
And then.
And then finally, most of the researchers they agreed or they came to a conclusion. Finally, researchers.
Most of the
researchers came to a conclusion. That FDI is important element in advancing Mongolian economy.
No. Finally, most of the researchers
came to a conclusion that FDI is important element. Like FDI is
element of this.
Yeah.
Then read this.
Yeah. Then you can say these are the three fundamental reasons. Why FDI is occurring in a country. In a country. Or in a host country, you can say.
In host
country. And for this, I have identified. And to analyze this.
And for this,
and to analyze this. And to analyze these factors for FDI, I have taken into account Dunning's eclectic paradigm.
And to analyze,
I have taken into account Dunning. This man. He's the president of WTO. Dunning eclectic theory.
Dunning.
This eclectic means like combined to collect from the different sources.
Eclectic
theories. Paradigm theories of Then I can say location advantage because FDI in Mongolia is taking place because of ownership, location specific advantage.
But not theory sentence.
Then you can read this location advantage. Sorry, ownership advantage. The first reason for FDI in Mongolia is ownership advantage.
First
reason behind FDI is ownership advantage.
Advantage.
Second, we find. Then you can just read.
Second,
they will understand. Second, we find market seeking.
Not this. Location.
Location.
Location. No, but then how to say this?
In location specific advantage, we have they are like market is seeking investment.
No. Ownership, and second we find location seeking location specific advantage. In which
most firms they go for market seeking investment. Farms. In which most farm means company, not farmer. Farms.
In which most
firms
firms
go for marketing investment? Go for
investment,
then research seeking investment, then efficiency increase, and to improve the efficiency.
in which most firms go to market seeking,
Not go for
go for
market seeking investment.
uh-huh.
Number 2, research seeking investment.
Number 2 is
Research seeking investment, and finally to increase their efficiency. To improve the
number 2 is research. Then how to say this?
no need to say that's research seeking investment because they know.
Investment. Then
And finally to increase their efficiency.
finally
To increase their efficiency.
finally to increase their efficiency. Then what's
Yeah.
the internal adjustments? Internal
Normalizations.
adjustments.
The last is the internalization. And the last reasons for FDI
This is not finally, right?
is between this location specific. You can say finally in the location specific advantage to increase the efficiency.
Finally, in
And the location specific advantage.
finally in location
Specific advantage.
advantage
Farms try to increase their efficiency.
advantage is
No,
I think-
farms. In location specific advantage, farms try to increase. Aim to increase actually is good.
location specific advantage farms
Aim.
aim to increase. Finally, in location specific advantage farms
Mm-hmm.
then
And then you can say
the last one
And the last reason for FDI is the
yeah,
process of internalization.
is the
Process of internalization.
process
Of internalization. Finish.
method.
To design my research, I have mostly used secondary data. From these following sources, you can see. Association of World Bank, and
Sources.
my study
My study
is qualitative, is based on qualitative analysis.
qualitative.
Wait.
How to start from here? The study covers China.
We can also do that. To design my research, mostly use secondary data. Okay, you can say to design my research, I mostly use secondary data from the period of 2011. You can say from the period of 2000 to 2011.
From the
Period of
period of 2000 to 2011.
Okay, you can say to design my research, I have used to design my research. To design my research,
sources like
yeah.
then after that
Like this, as a commercial website,
which association
government official website, national services.
and I no need to say this.
No,
No need. Then books
because they
from
will understand.
Southeast Library. This insufficient.
Yeah, this is, you can say.
Analyzing.
Yeah. Now from this level you can see the problems of Chinese FDI in Mongolia.
From this
Slide,
slide,
we
we
can see the problems
take
of Chinese FDI in Mongolia.
of Chinese FDI in Mongolia. From this slide we can see the problems of Chinese FDI in Mongolia.
From Mongolians' perspective, that most of the FDI
The
are driven by
most-
resource seeking advantages.
The most of the FDI
Um,
This is the last one. 1, 2, 3.
No. The second is uneven distribution of FDI. The second is the uneven distribution of FDI. Actually, uneven distribution of FDI, in which government is more
Talking about this or
the
this.
amount of FDI, not sectors. The second is the uneven distribution of FDI, in which government is more interested in the amount of FDI, not in the unfavorable investment climate. This is another problem.
And finally, the
Favorable investment climate. The red one, which is the
main. But now we are talking about this, not this.
is the same almost.
Same. What's the meaning of this point? Like
Bullet point.
when this.
This is why she's emphasizing is this because FDI is coming only in one sector and government is interested only in the money, not how the money is distributed among the sectors. You see, because FDI is only coming for mining and coal, but not for like other sectors, which in some other sectors Mongolia may have some kind of advantages. That's why she put this red marks. The government is only interested in FDI amount, not how the money is coming in which sectors.
Yes, yes. So what this and
So this is like the money is only coming for they're like for when you say in the theoretical development, like for 3 reasons FDI is taking place. Number 1 is for the resource seeking. If your country has resources, you can expect the money is coming in. Number 2 is for market seeking. For example, people are coming to China because China is a big market. Okay. And number 3 is the internalizations. Companies, they want to invest other markets because they want to make it more internationalized, so that they can reduce their costs, they can access to wider market. So this is a benefit. So you can say in Mongolia, FDI is coming only for the resource seeking advantages. Farms are coming to seek the resources, not for
this is.
So that's why he said that insufficient FDI from China.
Okay. This is for this.
Yeah.
This is for this second.
Yes,
The last one is for this.
Yeah. So you can say maybe it's not this. You can also like insufficient FDI from China. That means Chinese investment is coming only for the resource seeking, only in the coal and mining industries. Number 2nd is the uneven distribution of FDI. That is, government is focused on FDI only, but not in which sectors the money is coming. And finally is the unfavorable climate of investment. Like the environment for attracting FDI is not very good.
So
maybe you can like
this
that.
is not.
This is also the same, because from this side we can see the major problems of Chinese FDI in Mongolia. Most of the FDIs in Mongolia from China is driven from, maybe you can say from China, is driven by mainly resource seeking benefits, and rarely for market driven and internalization seeking. That means there is no market driven and internalization benefiting. They are not coming for this. Second is that the second problem is the uneven distribution of FDI in Mongolia. You can say the second problem. You can say the second problem is the uneven distribution of FDI in Mongolia, in which government is more interested in the amount of FDI rather in which sectors are getting benefit of it. The second problem is the uneven distribution of FDI in Mongolia, in which government is more interested in the amount of money than the sectors that are getting benefit of it. And then we can say, okay, this slide is over.
It is like this.
Yeah, you can just say this. From between 1990 to 2011, the total investment. You can say in your word, which is easy for you.
Yeah, I know, but
between 1990 to 2011.
I don't believe myself.
No. You can say like this. You simply see, between 1990 to 2011, we see FDI amount in Mongolia is 9.8 billion. You can see like that. In which one you simple for you can use like this.
Between 19 to 1911, we see that FDI amount in Mongolia was
9.8 billion.
Okay.
So during 1990 to 2006, we see the growth is around 20%.
During
So between 1999 we see that FDI amount in Mongolia was 9.8 billion, and during this period
9.8 billion. So
during this period until 2006, the growth was 20%.
Until 2006 was
the growth of FDI
was
the growth of FDI, and so
growth
of FDI was 20%. But surprisingly, from the period of financial crisis, surprisingly, S-I-N-G I-S-I surprising P-R-I surprisingly from the period of financial crisis to 2011, financial crisis in 2007 to 2011,
financial
crisis, but global crisis. The global crisis is good.
But surprisingly, from period of
financial crisis in 2007 is okay.
global
Yeah, is okay. So they will understand.
global financial
crisis
crisis
in 2007
in
2007 to 2011. The growth has been 80%. The growth of FDI
the growth has
been 80%. And then you can select this.
80%.
Just, yeah. Then you can just say this, especially the year 2011. Especially.
Insufficient lift.
Then we just, you say, now in the table,
In the
from
table.
which, yeah,
In the table.
we see the regions.
Regions.
In the table, we see from which regions, from which regions FDI is coming to Mongolia. Then you can just then you can say,
talk
yeah,
about this.
Yeah, you can say from Asia, 44, 90. You just compare 2004 and 2011. Just no need all. Just in from Asia it was like 3 billion.
This is a China software. This is China's FDI to other regions.
Insufficient evidence from China.
No.
Oh, China had a
This and this is not same.
foreign direct investment by countries. It's worldwide investment actually.
Okay, no,
And still
no,
you see there.
no. This is to this, right? Maybe no.
No. Foreign direct investment by countries.
From which countries?
Yeah.
In the table we
No,
see.
not in the table. In the pie chart.
In the pie chart.
Pie chart. We see from which country the FDI is coming to Mongolia. Then you can say 50% from China.
From which country? This, right?
Yeah.
From which countries is
FDI.
FDI is coming to Mongolia? Then almost 51% is from China. It is
Yeah.
more higher than half.
Yeah.
And next one is Canada.
Canada, yeah.
It is about 8%, 8.20%. I will explain. Then about this.
This is like, but here in the table we see China's outward FDI flow by regions.
Here in table we see
China's outward FDI in major regions.
China's outward
FDI in major regions of the world.
in major
Regions of the world.
regions of the world.
We have more investment in Latin America in 2010, you see. 10,000, right? In Asia actually 44,890. 10,000, 26. So you can say that most of the Chinese investment is actually coming to Asia.
Most of the
From
FDI
from China is actually
is
based in
actually
coming to China.
coming to Asia.
Yeah. This is okay. This is you can just say some figures from here. After Asia, maybe which Latin America, you can say like Africa.
Mhm. You see that?
In neighboring
Yeah.
countries, yeah.
And
So you can say the China. You don't need to write nothing. Okay, you just when this table comes, you will see from this table you see China's investments in neighboring countries in Asia. So you say, we see that Russia is this. You can say that's 2002 and then no, just from this we can see. We can see. You can just say from this table we can see China's FDI is going to which country. So we see Mongolia is in the 4th position. So yeah.
just okay
From this table we see
this table we see
Chinese investment in neighboring countries.
China's investment
In Chinese investment in neighboring countries in Asia. So you can say Mongolia is in this 4th position. So you can see Mongolia is in the 4th position.
is the first
Position attracting FDI from China.
about this.
Yeah, also is the same. Like low-income countries in East Asia and Pacific region.
China's FDI.
So this is, I think you need to write because from here you can also say Chinese investors are mostly in this sector.
So I will read
Just read
this
this
on.
here because it's clear, it's very clear from here. You can say only focused on this sector because geographical oil exploration is almost 63%. The investment from China is coming to this sector.
And
Then you say information technology is coming with.
now China's FDI, I read this. There must be focused on one day
One sector I told you, mining and this.
the
Geological prospecting and mining sector. Just you can say coal and mining sector. No need to say this. In order to just acquire storage asset, access to natural resources. Just for these two reasons.
I will read only this, then explain
Just
this or no.
yeah.
Huh?
You can see we can see from this pie chart, FDI is coming at a percent in this mining and coal sector. And two major sources you can say.
Yes,
This
no, but how to say this? From this pie,
yeah.
from this pie,
We see that
we see that
almost 65% FDI is coming in one sector.
only 65%
5% of FDI
of FDI
is coming to this one sector,
coming to one sector,
which is mining and coal, you can say.
which is mining,
Exploration sector, maybe.
mining and
Exploration.
exploration sector.
And you can say your own way.
Mhm.
Just you can. This is you can say from your that which regions of FDI is coming in China, in Mongolia. If not, that's it. That only the which cities in Mongolia is getting more FDI. You can see from here. Maybe you don't need to say in the name of the city, just say north part or south part or this. That you can say most of the FDI is coming in the south, just like this.
That's right. But most of the FDI is coming to north side.
Yeah, north of China, because
No,
that north
no.
part,
No, most of the FDI
yeah, is
is
coming to north of Mongolia, something.
is coming to
Yeah,
north.
the north part of Mongolia, which is rich in mining and resources.
Which is
Rich in mining and natural resources.
natural
It's up to you on how you say this.
natural
Resources.
resources. And other parts are not getting FDI so much as in that.
As compared to other north areas. You don't need to say too many things.
Yes,
just,
yes. But this is same with that page.
Yeah.
But I don't. Why?
No, it's okay, because you analyze almost these two parts, that insufficient FDI from China. You see that the table, and then you say sector wise you analyze only this sector, mining sector is getting, and now we will see the unfavorable investment climate.
Now we see
The unfavorable investment climate in Mongolia.
the
You give me this slide, maybe I will also prepare a slide like
Okay.
this.
now we
This is done by your sister?
yes.
She did on the same topic.
No, hers is Chinese FDI, like there may be some but mine is that abstract.
This is your man. This is completely your sister.
No, I know, but okay, this is hers, and but that my thesis is she edited some parts. She gave me around 4 or 5 pages she wrote. Other parts are copy paste. Then she gave me that name. Thesis in Mongolia. Now we see the unfavorable investment in Mongolia. Then
This is just read. Because if you write more, it you will forget what you.
and I need all this, or because now this is one slide, this one slide. So, or I need to
Geopolitical.
delete something, or no need.
Maybe no need, maybe it's okay. Geopolitical. First, you can say geopolitical affairs, shortcomings of the legislations. No. You don't need to write.
I know.
Just this, you read. No need to read. Geopolitical affairs, shortcomings of the legislation, poor infrastructure, lack of human capital.
So I
And
know.
then we will analyze this in detail. Then we will see this.
So now I will not read this black. I will only this.
Yeah, the first year.
To get after I
Environment impacts.
impacts, and after that now.
And now I will discuss.
Now
on
I-
this,
now
now
I-
I will discuss all of
Discuss.
these issues in detail.
Discuss all of
Of these
these
issues in detail.
issues
In
in
detail.
detail.
And then in next slide you just read it. Yeah. It's good. It's geography of your lacking of. It's
What's
just
this? What's this? Cooperating?
to other corporate.
What's the word? Lack of
Or
the-
other Asian countries, lack of regionalism in
No, no,
cooperating.
what's
With,
this?
with, yeah,
Cooperating
with
with other
Asian.
Asian. Okay. It's fine. So now,
Just you say these geopolitical factors. And then you can say geopolitical affairs are
Okay,
like there is
okay.
lack of, you can say like this, in your own words, you know.
okay, now,
Now you just say the geopolitical reasons, fears, geopolitical fears for investment.
geopolitical affairs,
Well, factors you can say, geopolitical factors
geopolitical factors
for hindering FDI in Mongolia.
for him,
Hindering FDI in Mongolia.
Mongolia.
We can see these geopolitical fears from two perspectives.
You can see this
Geopolitical factors from two perspectives, or side from two perspectives.
perspective.
One is like geopolitical fear and economic grounds. So you can say lack of regionalism, critical geostrategy,
One is
geopolitical,
not
geographical ground of fear.
geographical ground of
Fear.
fear.
And then you can say this, in this, and we see that lack of regionalism,
Yes,
critical,
yes.
you
And
can just say
okay, one is geographical ground of
for
fear.
and the other one is economic grounds.
Yes, but
So you can say in this,
in this
geographical, here we see, you can see,
here we see
the lack of, just a little bit.
like one
Yes,
last one.
the economic grounds, and for economic grounds,
This last one.
yeah,
Last one is economic grounds. Here we see. Here we see if they come along. Why this is red? Okay. No.
She just emphasized this.
Geopolitical fears.
Yeah, because you can see only.
Maybe I now need this page. Maybe I need this.
No, you don't need it. It's okay.
I
Just take this one.
delete.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, this is right.
Yeah, it's important.
You see, this important. Okay, I read this. How to read this?
You just said it.
Chinese guy.
So you can see a high focus.
No, on this page I opened them.
You can say we see that
We see that
high focus in mining sector.
mining sector leads to
Cause this problem.
lead to
Lead to cause, create this problem, to create.
Leads
Maybe no need, maybe. Let's make, which is a high focus in mining sector, lead to create some imbalances.
create some
Imbalance in FDI.
imbalance in the FDI. What's the meaning of
Imbalance means it's not balance
Mm.
in FDI. So here we can see. For mining sector, it is we neglecting other potential sector.
Okay. For mining sector.
You can say other sectors are.
No. How to read this? Okay. We see that high focus in mining sector leads to create some imbalance in FDI.
Other sectors are neglected. Or maybe you can say other potential sectors are neglected. Political interest and corruption is increasing, and because of this, actually, you can say this actually.
Yes. So, how to explain this? Let's first do. Okay.
That's faster.
You see that high focus. Then, I can read this directly, or I need to explain this.
No, to explain this.
Okay. You see the imbalance in FDI. Then neglecting other
Potential
social sector.
and increase politicians' interest and corruption.
Okay.
And from the pie chart,
Okay. Leads to imbalance in FDI. Then
potential sectors are neglected. Potential sectors are neglected. Just you change your word.
sectors
Are
are
neglected.
neglected.
Yeah, and this. You can say politicians, percentages and corruptions are increased.
Okay.
This like this.
Politicians
Interest and corruptions are increased.
interest and corruption are increased.
And finally, this an over dependence in material supply.
And finally, in the long run, or even in the long run, we will see Mongolia remain as a raw material supply country. Mongolia will
Remain as a raw material supply country for outside.
country. Then I need to talk about this.
Maybe no need. You can talk about the Chinese. You can say mineral license holders by country. Maybe no need. You can just say the Chinese. They have the maximum number of licenses. Just to say.
Chinese, they have
The maximum number of
maximum of
license, mineral licenses. Registered, maybe you can say. Foreign farms.
Chinese, they have the maximum of the mineral licenses.
Registered, maybe you can say.
Mineral
Registered. Resources, yeah. Yeah, mineral license holders. Mineral licenses. Registered. Licenses registered.
this,
Registered.
this.
Yeah.
Chinese, they have the maximum of the mineral mineral licenses registered. Is this sentence is right or not right? Of the mineral licenses.
Registered.
Not this.
RED. Around the world.
Here.
This is very easy. Let's see, explore.
He is preparing his body for sex.
This is easy.
No, I will say just the one, two sentence. Then how to say?
You read. Just you don't need to write because you, what is you understand from this letter you tell me.
High dependence on trade with China. Okay, one, two sentence.
No one to sentence. No one to sentence. Just you tell me what you understand. This is the trade with China. No,
Chinese 92%.
Yeah, most of the, I told you, there is more than 90%. You see, Tomo said, no, it's around 80%. You remember the last time she did?
No,
I told her
no.
that it's like more than 90% is coming to China. But she, no, it's around 80%. Well, I did it that time.
Actually, Mongolia will be separated two parts.
Really?
Because
Already separated
no,
from the north and the central.
not yet. Because you know that there is a globe. There is a 47th globe. This is Mongolia, okay? Like this. Because you know that Chinese they are investing a lot of now. Actually, we have just one railway between China and Mongolia, but now they want 4 railway routes to Mongolia, and actually that route made by Sun Yat-sen 100 years ago. He made some decision like he likes that railway so much like okay, I will tell you that because you need to know about China, India and some other countries. Now China is this here around all the countries were
Around China. Close.
colon of the other countries is, and 1884 like that other countries is, they built the railway. After that China built railway because you know that India and that countries they were the colon of the country. That countries built the railway. After that China built railway, but China afraid of other countries. That's why China's railways road is like this. That India said that's like this. Mongolia is also same like Russia like this. Because China they could be like this, but they afraid of other countries. They build like this. But now China wants other neighbor countries to be like this. That's why they are supporting so much money to Mongolian politics. Actually, China's neighbor countries, they all have a not same. Just a North Korea, that is the same like this. But now China made a big contract with Kazakhstan. So Kazakhstan is going to change to like this. Also Kyrgyzstan maybe change to like this. And China have a lot of experience of railway like Manju, Tibet, and that Xinjiang. They got terrain from China, so they got train. So if train is there, then train route is there. It means that there are so many Chinese workers will live here, then their family and like that there. So if Mongolia have a trade like this, if Chinese workers are working there, then if Mongolians speak Chinese, then Chinese soldiers will come to Mongolia. They will defend their citizens. Like now, like in like Ukraine, Crimea, Russians are doing like that. That they are Russian people are like that. So now they want. They are so hard to train. So maybe after 20 years, it might be Mongolians. You know that Sudan separated into two parts, Korea separated two parts, but now this Mongolia might be separated to two parts. So it is so, how to say that, but actually Russia is a supplier country, Mongolia is a supplier country, China is not supplier, China is getting, and this is Mongolia. Here is the Russian south side is close to Mongolia, but that side is not high developed, not have a
Good infrastructure.
and yes, not a large population. Not China's that development point is to the west side, close to Europe. So this side is not high developed. So Russia they cannot get raw materials from Mongolia, so we have no choice. We have just have a China. But before 1990, Mongolia was like Mongolia was an independent country, but it was like one part of Russia. But when Chinese are buying raw materials from Mongolia, then Mongolians are getting rich. When Mongolians are getting rich, they want to be more independent without Russia. So China is supporting a lot. Then Mongolia is getting rich, then we don't need Russia. Now we can be independent. Like actually it means that we are going to China's side. Actually Tsoma know a little, but she doesn't know even some little things. She knows just the main thing, because you know that girls actually they are not smart. They try so hard, they study so hard, but their brain works like a bolt, not a soft, so they don't have the little things. You know that India, Pakistan, they divided because of Bangladesh.
No. Actually, they got this independence from British in 1947, and then there was two countries, India and Pakistan. And because Pakistan has two parts, East Pakistan and West Pakistan. But Pakistan is now West Pakistan, and East Pakistan now is actually Bangladesh. But it was at two different locations, and it's difficult to control. You know, like this side of India and other side of India. So you have to cross the India to go to Bangladesh. So that's why it was a problem, politically problem. But the main problem was that everything was okay. But the government of Pakistan, they want the national language Urdu to be also used in this part. But this part they use the Bangla and the English. But they want their own language. That's why those like the language movement, they don't want this language. So they start fighting against it. And then this Pakistan government, they sent the military forces to fight with them. After 9 months fight with them, then Bangladesh, they won the war and they got the independence. Actually, India support Bangladesh because India knows this part is a Pakistan. Also, this some part here close to India is also Pakistan. And also here is Afghanistan with India. So all of these are Muslim countries. So because India was ruled by the Muslims for 800 years. So when these Hindus they got in power, so they tricked because the British they give this idea to this that you see these Muslim people they have ruled the India for 800 years. They have done so many operations, so many killings, so many bad things. So now it is your time to take advantage of them. So that's why India helped Bangladesh, because if they don't help them, then if it is Pakistan, India will be like sandwich. It will be threatened from both sides. You see, and
That's why India helped because at that time Bangladesh didn't have these arms and weapons machines, so they give these fundings. And
So Bangladesh is East
East
Pakistan.
Pakistan, yes,
Ah.
East Pakistan actually. Then this way they win this liberation war. And why India and Pakistan was separated is because actually this subcontinent, like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, it was Sri Lanka, Nepal is the same country. Then the rest of the countries is separated. But the main problem with India and Pakistan was that they cannot come together in major decisions. There are so many problems between these two religious group of people. And then from Yahya Khan and from Rajiv Gandhi in India, Indira Gandhi in India, they made this decision, okay, let's take this country separate, otherwise we will have so many problems. But there is some other issues, I don't know actually. But there are some political reasons, because if this country were like together, maybe there will be some big problem, but these countries would be the biggest economy in the world, like China. But there are so many problems actually.
If
Sometimes
yes, because if
so many
no,
groups of
no,
interest
if this is together, it can be
bigger than China actually.
it can be against if that the East and West Pakistan is together, then it is a big army against India.
Yeah,
So India also attended to separate too.
But this is reason one. But other reasons why India and Pakistan was separated is for other reasons. Is for that particular part. This is some major political problem, and the British, they were so clever. There is one region, okay. This is India and this is Pakistan, and this is the midpoint, okay. But the British, they said that they didn't say that who will get this part. And so there is Kashmir.
Kashmir,
So
yes.
they will always make it like unresolved. No resolve this problem.
Yes, yes.
So these two countries, they fight for this part.
Yes.
But actually this part they want to be separate and independent. But because of these two countries, they always make these client problems.
So British people, they did not. They did not
This is called
decide
rule.
it.
This is called rule and divide by the British. Their policy. This policy is called strategical rule and divided policy of British.
And now you know that Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, actually that countries is living style is same like a China.
China, same.
Because a lot of population, high population, and if they are working hard, then so low salary, so for that countries they no need anything from China. They no need. But Mongolia is a population. So if you, for example, if we do any chair or just even small things, it is expensive. So if we buy it from China, it's so cheap. So our style is not the same. That's why it's so we cannot know Vietnam's army and its armies are so strong. Actually, Vietnam, they never beaten by any country. Never. Only Mongolians beat them in the past time, like around Chinggis, and others never win. Also, do you watch that Rambo? Rambo,
Yes,
that Afghan?
Yeah,
They say that only Chinggis Khan got this, and next time no country like so just countries are, if for example if Vietnam, if they fight against China, of course China is so strong, but it's not easy. Like Vietnam people, they fight against America so successfully. They died a lot, but they did not lose. Then both side says that we win, like we won.
Like most of the strategy groups, like international strategic analysis, not the business, about the country strategy analysis, like this CI, like FBI, and this, they study about these things, like study on Genghis Khan, they study on some leaders who dominated the whole world, like Alexander. So they see what was their strategy. From India also there is one, I forgot his name.
You know, Attila, I wonder that, I said that, actually, you know that Rome was a so high developed country, Rome. Okay, this is a Rome. And here are so wild people. They always go to the Rome and fight.
Yeah.
But one time, like Rome's that soldiers, they are seeing that there are so many countries as well, but they are so like something is happening in that countries. Like then one that around 300 people, 1,000 people, like they want to say that we cannot live here. We want to go to Rome, to this side, this place, not in Rome, but we want to go to Rome, this Rome side. Please give us permission. Then Rome said, what is happening in that side? Actually, these countries were so strong fighting, but Attila was in like a early Mongolian, and early Mongolians they separated into two parts. One is going to the like China, other parts fighting to this side and beat these countries successfully. Actually, these are strong, but Attila beat successfully, and finally Attila fight against Rome. Then it was just one time, and I'm said and actually then that both sides they did not win each other. Then after that they stopped fighting. Then so many people, analysts, they say that Rome saved world like against the East savage people like. But Attila was so strong. Okay, now just three, like 4 pages now.
This novel has something is good. Like you can say C, you will get the call. You write we W, you get the WeChat. It's coming. Only problem is that it's too big and some Chinese applications. I'm trying to change the country setting.